Qualitative research. It is more subjective in nature than quantitative research, for it examines the less tangible aspects of a research subject, for example, values, attitudes, and perceptions. Dimensions of qualitative research: understanding context, understanding people, and understanding interaction. Qualitative design. The main methodologies of qualitative design. Number 1. Case study. It offers an opportunity to study a particular subject, for example, one organization or a group of people. Case studies can be used to formulate theories or be descriptive, illustrative, experimental, and explanatory. Number 2. Action research. It involves an intervention by a researcher to influence change in any given situation and to monitor and evaluate the results. Number 3. Ethnography, or participant observation, where the researcher becomes a working member of the group or situation to be observed. Participant observation can be overt, where everyone knows it's happening, or covert, when the subject being observed for research purposes are unaware it's happening. Number 4. Participative inquiry. This is about research within one's own group or organization and involves the active involvement and cooperation of people who you would normally work and associate with on a daily basis. Number 5. Grounded theory. It reverses approaches in research that collected data in order to test the validity of theoretical propositions in favor of an approach that emphasizes the generation of theory from data. Number 6. Qualitative interviewing. There are 3 types of qualitative interviewing. Structured, wherein it involves the use of questionnaires based on predetermined and identical set of questions. Semi-structured, the interviewer will have a list of themes and areas to be covered, and there may be some standardized questions. Unstructured, there are informal discussions where the interviewer wants to explore in depth a particular topic with another person in a spontaneous way. Number 7. Focus groups. Focus groups are used to gather data, usually in the form of opinions, from a selected group of people on a particular and predetermined topic. Coding process. Typologies. This valuable step helps you to organize the piles of analyzing the qualitative data. Coding. It is a label or tag used to allocate units of meaning to the collected data. 5 classes on which to plan a coding scheme: participation, activities, relationship, meanings, and setting. Importance of coding. It helps you to organize your piles of data. It can be used to label different aspects of the subjects of study. It forces the researcher to make judgments about the meanings of contiguous blocks of text. Memoing. It is a method of recording the thoughts and ideas of the researcher as they evolve throughout the study. Qualitative data analysis using software. Computer-assisted or aided qualitative data analysis is the use of computer software to aid qualitative research. It helps to analyze the kind of data using computer software such as transcription analysis, coding and text interpretation, recursive abstraction, content analysis, discourse analysis, and grounded theory methodology, and the like. For example, WEF-QDA. It is a tool to assist in the analysis of textual data such as interview transcripts, written texts, and field notes. Matrices or tables. It can be produced formally or informally through freehand writing or computer programs. It is used to record variables such as time, levels of measurement, roles, outcome, and effects. Networks. It is a method in displaying qualitative data. It allows comparison to be made more easily. Examples: flowchart, organizational chart, causal network. Display. This is how you show your data. Their details and sophistication differs depending on the function and amount of information that are available. All kinds of display is useful in the research process. Different types of display. Number 1. Time-ordered display. Example: events list, activity records, decision models. Number 2. Conceptually ordered display. Variables in this display are abstract concepts. For example, motives, attitudes, barriers, belief, etc. It illustrates the relationship of cause and effects, structure, and influences. Example, conceptually or thematically clustered matrix. It summarizes massed number of data through combining related questions from a theoretical point of view. Taxonomy tree diagram. It shows the breakdown of concepts into its parts or elements. Cognitive map. It is a diagrammatic plotting of an individual's way of thinking about an issue. Effects matrix shows that effects of an action is necessary precursor in explaining sequence of decision. Decision tree. It helps to make clear a sequence of decision. Causal models. It is made for theory building. It provides a test-table set of proportion about variables with causal effects. Number 3. Partially ordered display. Useful in analyzing messy situations without imposing too much order on them. Number 4. Case-ordered display. It shows the data of cases arranged in order according to the most important variable in the study. It allows to compare cases and note their different features according to their order. Qualitative analysis of text documents. First, we have interrogative insertion. You question the data, you revise it. Questioning the data improves the research because it corrects the wrong information presented. Second, is the problem-solution discourse. Problem-solution discourse develops interrogative insertion by investigating more closely the implications of statements, the situation, the problem, the response, the result, and evaluation. Third, we have membership categorization. It is a qualitative method or approach that aims to describe the processes involved in the way members of society invoke and use categories to organize and understand the social world. Fourth is the rhetorical analysis. Partisan writing. It contains clear credibility markers, signals that indicate the rightness. It must have correct moral position. It must also have alliance with oppressed groups, a privileged understanding of the situation, a deconstruction of alternatives as unbelievable. Non-partisan writing. A writing such as scientific reports where the author is depersonalized. Objectivity, meaning it uncovered truths about natural world. It also eliminates personal biases, emotional involvements, opinions, or comments. Methodical practice, the use of different types of methods in research. Logicality, shows valid reasoning, evidences, and proofs. Circumspection, thinks carefully before doing or saying anything, and being heedful of potential consequences, meaning that you are alert or cautious. Fifth is the semiotics. It is the science of signs. The approach is used to examine other media like architecture and design, as well as written texts. A strong distinction is therefore made between denotation, what we perceive, and connotation, what we read, when analyzing a sign. And lastly, discourse analysis. It studies the way that people communicate with each other through language within a social setting.